Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your new moon solar eclipse energy reading. I do thank you for your patience. I appreciate your patience in me getting this out. Maybe I saved the best for last. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But what I do want to say, Sagittarius, is expect some powerful changes. And so we have this new moon eclipse energy happening, and although it is bringing in a new beginning, it's also bringing in some powerful energy. So what I want to say is get prepared for a ride. Get prepared for an unexpected shakeup or an event that might be really uncomfortable or quite jarring, but this is going to redirect you. And so whatever is happening to lead you in a better direction, to lead you in a better direction. And so it's like this portal is opening, and all you have to do is kind of walk through the doorway of this new experience, but it will require forgetting about and releasing the past once and for all. And so get ready to be put back on the right path, and to trust that there really is nothing to fear. Fear is an illusion. So it's kind of just time to say yes to this evolution journey, right? Because I feel a Sag here that is at a very important turning point in their spiritual journey. And you're being shunted towards your true destiny, your true karmic pathway. And so although it might feel as though you're going in one direction, you very well could be redirected into a whole new direction. And so get ready for the universe to pull you in any direction that you need to go in order for a positive turnaround. And that's what I got, Sag. Okay, so we're going to pull into your energy, your person's energy. This is for any major Sag placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If this message does not resonate, do check your other signs and placements. Don't forget to cross-watch. Anybody you might be dealing with, there's likely to be a message in there for you as well. Swap around the characters, but do not cram yourself into a reading that is not meant for you. So let's jump in, Sag, and see what the universe has in store for you for this upcoming eclipse in Scorpio. Something's getting purged and cleansed out of your life. So there could be a person that needs to be released. Something can no longer remain in order for this breakthrough. So I do think you're about to find a solution. Something is being transformed when it comes to maybe a situation you've been questioning about. But I think your hard work and your perseverance is about to pay off. But there's still something that needs to be purged and cleansed. And so that's what eclipses do. They come in to eclipse something out of your life that's no longer in alignment with these new higher energies. And so something will be leaving your life. And this might be a transition over the next 6 months. But let's see what needs to come through on your end first, Sag. Rediscovery. Ooh, so you might discover something about a person that you didn't originally know. So this is feeling like peeling back the veil of illusion, and maybe you've had a gut feeling about this. So you could be dealing with a trickster. You could be dealing with somebody that's been hiding their true emotions, and maybe you've had a gut feeling. I feel your higher self isn't going to be too shocked with this rediscovery. So I'm being shown the Hanged Man. You could be dealing with Pisces. The intuition card is also Pisces, right? You think High Priestess. And so what I'm feeling is the moon reverse. Get ready for a revelation to see things in a whole new light. And the challenge might be disconnecting from this person. You might need to take a step back from this person once this rediscovery comes forward. The challenge might be spending some time alone. Maybe this person won't leave you alone, but you need to heal and rejuvenate. You're finding your true soul tribe. I think you're calling in your tribe. This might be a release of a friendship or a business partnership or a romantic partnership that's been depleting you, keeping you stagnant and stuck. But I feel you're going towards some new soul family, soul friends, and maybe this rediscovery is going to be painful, but it's going to awaken you to this unconditional love. I think you're going through a heart chakra activation, and maybe coming into this deep sense of knowing that you are a powerful light worker. I think you're here to shine light on humanity, and I think you're getting a major wake-up call when it comes to your true destiny. And I think you've had a gut feeling that maybe you've been dealing with somebody wearing a mask of some sort. You do need to disconnect from this person, and I think that is going to be a challenge because they've been holding you back from maybe a new romantic partnership. And I do feel they're draining your energy, maybe even draining your finances. They are definitely keeping you stuck. Now I'm seeing the Seven of Pentacles in reversed. Quit watering this dead tree. You already know in your heart of hearts, in your gut, that there's something off about this person. And maybe you're going to need to forgive them. I feel an activation of a light working mission for you, Sagittarius. You are capable of anything. So some light is going to be shed and you're going to see somebody very clearly. So let's dig into your person's energy. Healer. This might be a healer for you. And we are all healers, right? And so we all serve as mirrors to another on the journey. And so maybe they've mirror reflected to you some unhealthy patterns, and maybe that's why they're a healer. Maybe your person is coming into their healing ability. Maybe some words that are going to be spoken will trigger you taking action towards you, even exploring your own healing work. I feel your person also needs to retreat. I feel your person is feeling very much disconnected at this time. They too are going to gain a new perspective. You know, sometimes we can't see a situation for what it is when we're in the thick of it. When we're too emotionally invested, we can't usually see things for what they are at face value, Sag. And so a re-examination. I also feel your person is going to see things in a new light. Maybe you've been dealing with somebody going into this energy of retreating and spending time in nature, searching for answers. And so I also feel with your person, this is likely a karmic catalyst of some sort in order to redirect you on your spiritual journey. I feel this has been a very challenging dynamic, but it's also been healing when it comes to recognizing some patterns. This has been a very triggering relationship dynamic, absolutely, when it comes to healing these negative, repetitive patterns. And so there is a need for the both of you to refocus your energies in a new direction. This is rooted in some past behavioral issues, some emotional patterns. These need to be corrected. And so when we're in a triggering situation, our triggers show us what it is we need to heal, what it is we need to work on. And so although this has been triggering, I think it was also to ignite you to go through a period of rediscovery. And so I do feel maybe you've worked with this person. I do feel there was love here at a certain point in time, but there's a need to disconnect and care for yourself. I feel the both of you maybe got so entangled, you forgot to choose yourself. There's something very unhealthy about this dynamic, but also healing at the same time. And so I feel get ready to see this connection as an unhealthy habit that needs to be released. And I think that might be the rediscovery. And there is a need to kind of tune up your chakras in order to maximize these very intense energy flows. And so I feel it might benefit your person by speaking up about what you've learned. I think there's going to be a very in-depth heart-to-heart conversation. And it might be triggering, but I do feel this is opening your heart. And although this person might not look or act like a healer, I feel they've gotten you to address these unhealthy patterns. And so I do feel, get ready for your person to put you to the test. And I think you've been feeling this coming. Your gut is saying, get ready, get ready. So let's look into the Illumination Oracle deck. Maybe you thought this was a life partner. Maybe you stayed in this connection because of the children. But you know, we can't just stay with somebody because of the kids. If we're not happy, we're not happy, right? And so that can become unhealthy. And then we repeat these negative patterns with our children, and we need to correct that, right? That is our light working mission, is to shine this light on these patterns and to course correct for the future generations. So let's go a little bit further with the Illumination Oracles for you. So receiving a message. Red. So I think you've been trying to read between the lines. Maybe there's some communication issues here. I think your person's got some bottled up issues. They've not been expressing them in the most positive manner. I think there's going to be an explosive conversation here when it comes to some bottled up emotions, where I think you've both not wanted to look at this, and I do think it's going to be a very emotionally vulnerable time. I think this person served as a catalyst to open you up to some emotional vulnerability. I think you have a hard time being emotionally vulnerable with people. And so this definitely is a past life connection. And I do feel there's been some bottled up emotions on the heart that need to be expressed. And maybe this person is serving as a catalyst for you to look at a connection you've buried on your heart that you've never been able to release. It's time to walk into your blessings. When we open up our heart to these infinite possibilities, we open up to love, we open up to blessings, and so there's going to be a huge emotional release in order to get you back on path. So I do feel you're dealing with a catalyst to serve as a healer, to open up your heart that is blocked, Sagittarius. So I feel Jesus consciousness coming through, Christ consciousness. And so with the healer, we got it's over in reversed. I do feel your person is having a hard time with an ending. I think you're having a hard time with this ending. There is definitely something that's over. It's likely been over for a long time, and you've both been holding on. So there's likely going to be an accusation, a fight. Get ready for a fight. Get ready for somebody to point the finger at you. And I do feel this is to open up your heart to some compassion. Maybe to see things in a new view, a new perspective. But I feel you've been dreaming, your person's been dreaming about you. This is a karmic attachment. This is an unhealthy attachment. And I do feel this was part of your rebirth process. So I also feel your person is going to begin a transformation journey. They're going to be going through a period of renewal. So somebody's got a secret here. Somebody's got a secret here, and I feel somebody's been secretly harboring some bitterness and some resentment when it comes to a past rejection. I feel somebody's secretly been holding on to somebody from the past that imprinted on their heart, and they've not wanted to emotionally admit this, and there's going to be an explosion of some truth. So this is going to lead your person on the pathway of a renewal as well. And so this has been a very triggering karmic connection. I feel borderline obsession here. You might be dealing with somebody that's obsessed with you, unwilling to let you go, and maybe all they know is drama, accusations, and maybe you need to show them compassion. Maybe you're serving as a healer for them too. But there's there's like an emotional shitstorm coming. And all of these bottled emotions are coming up. And I do just want to say, hurt people. When people come from a reactive place emotionally, it's because they're hurt. But I do feel somebody's been harboring a secret for a long time, and that is about to get exposed. So let's jump in with the tarot, Sag, and see what else needs to come through here. Very unhealthy dynamic. So, and also remember, when somebody accuses you, they're usually guilty of harboring those same energies, right? So let's see what needs to come through with the tarot. This is getting quite interesting. The world. Whatever's getting exposed, whatever explosive emotions are getting unearthed, unbottled, this is going to get you to close out a major cycle. So this is spiritual enlightenment, accomplishment, something coming full circle. I want to say congratulations. You're mastering a life lesson. And I think you're finally ready to do the work for your spiritual journey. And I think you're getting ready to take charge of your life. And that's been a challenge, I think, figuring out what you're passionate about. I feel stepping into maybe being a visionary leader. The King of Wands has drive, has passion, is a visionary. But I also feel somebody in the past that was a smuggled bastard, right? And didn't want to be emotionally available. And so definitely a major cycle coming to a close, and admitting some truth about somebody that I feel you've never been able to forget. And there is definitely an unjust situation being made right, and I feel it's kind of time to take those steps towards these blessings. So somebody's taken those steps to get back on path when it comes to their mission, and they're all done playing into this dramatic situation. And I think it's been a fight. There's been a lot of power struggles. There's been a lot of fights, and something is being broken right down to the nitty gritty. There's going to be an unexpected shake-up. A tower, something is crumbling to the ground. This was a false sense of security. It was never meant to last. The lid is getting blown off of a karmic situation in order for, I feel, a masculine to boss up and to accept a leadership position. We've got a divine masculine coming through, and he's all done playing games. He's a father. He's a leader. He's a boss. He does the right thing. He comes forward with integrity, accountability, and he does the work. And so I feel this might be a confession of some past lies, some secrets, and somebody's been stuck for a long time when it comes to admitting this truth. Get ready for some truth to be exposed when it comes to a secret from the past, so somebody can take steps towards balancing some karmic scales. You could be dealing with a Libra or another fire sign or any of the fixed signs. But let's see what needs to come through on your person's end. We're going to use the Steampunk Tarot on your person's end. I feel healing. Maybe your person served as a healer, a catalyst healer for a divine spiritual union to come together. We've got an alchemical union coming through here. But there's a need for something to end first. And so, yeah, your person is resistance to this new beginning. It's over. It's over, and they're like, no, I don't want to take that leap of faith because I don't know what's on the other side. And so that's a challenge. That's a block, right? Your person's still holding on to this past baggage, and they want to hold on to the fight. They're dreaming of a renewal with you when in essence it's just a toxic karmic attachment. And so I do feel with the King of Wands, they are definitely having a hard time releasing you. This is stemming around a core abandonment wound for them. They're having a hard time realizing that you're never going to step up and be that visionary leader for them. Your person, I think, is hitting a rock bottom of some sort, and they're going to have to really dig deep as to why they're holding on to this fight, this past baggage. I feel maybe because of the passion they felt towards you. And this is going to hurt. I feel your person is going to feel backstabbed, heartbroken. There's going to be some accusations. And I do feel this is going to get them to open up to a new emotional experience. And I do feel this is going to be a situation where I think your person will quickly head in another direction after a very triggering, argumentative conversation. And I think, you know, the communication's been cold. They might have something harsh to say. You know, I feel like they're saying, hey, let's start again, let's start again. But in essence, they're still holding on to this betrayal and this pain. And I think your person is getting ready to go in a new direction as well. So I feel definitely closing out a major cycle here. And maybe apologies are needed. But I do feel your person is going through some heartbreak. And like I said, hurt people hurt people. And so I think get ready for a challenging dynamic to reach completion. And maybe you've served as a healer too, right? That is the Wounded Healer card. I just want to say, look a little bit deeper here. So let's get you an advice card, Sag. Moonstone and Malachite. And so I feel there's been this lack of following through with an ending. I do feel it's been over for a while, but there's been resistance to maybe moving on and making things happen. Maybe because of a mesmerizing karmic attachment, right? But I feel you've got somebody here that wants all the money, all the glory, but they're not really in it in the heart. And so there's something here that's not sustainable. And I feel you want to take heart forward action towards claiming your success. And so I do feel under the new moon energy, you will be setting those intentions that will align to your highest, purest, life-affirming mission. And I do feel this healing connection was to get you to do some inner child work, some shadow work. And I feel by the full moon, this is going to reach completion in order for you to get right. And maybe you are dealing with an Aquarius, but I feel you're dealing with somebody that keeps trying to drag you back down, and you just want to run away from this person. I feel, you know, maybe at first glance, at first appearance, this felt like the person for you, but I feel like it was a mimicking energy of what was truly meant for you. And I do feel you're paying a very expensive price for a bad judgment call. And I do feel a connection here that does operate at a higher frequency, and it's kind of time to go towards this explosion of blessings. And that's kind of what I got, Sag. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, I do encourage you to check out that description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.